Welcome in Tycoon Global Podcast. India and Argentina celebrating 75 years of bilateral trade and friendship. So we are welcoming in our podcast to talk about the bilateral trade, the opportunities in Argentina. So we welcome in our Tycoon Global Podcast, sir. Welcome. And we would like to more about the ties between India and Argentina. What is the YPF interest in India when it comes to an oil company?
First, thank you very much for the invitation for this interview. YPF and Argentina we have a very large gas resource in Argentina. It's the place called, the name is Vaca Muerta, and we can supply you the LNG to your economy growth, because we think that it's very important our cooperation with India. Because you are going to be India, the engine of the world, we think, the next decade. And so we are very exacting that to come here and to try to have the agreements with your companies and supply the gas and benefit for both, from Argentina and from India.
So Indian companies, what are the basically, you have something in mind when it comes to Indian companies, agreements or ties between basically?
Tomorrow at 6 p.m. we are going to sign an MOU where there is one of the points of our cooperation is to supply LNG gas to India, and after that we will start. I hope that we will start as soon as possible the negotiations.
Okay, so as a CEO and chairman of YPF, what are the priorities you seek, and what are the priorities when it comes to building a biggest company basically?
Okay, when I was appointed by the new government 1 year ago, the company price share was very low, and what we did is together is a new program. There are, can say, a mission that is to put Argentina, YPF is, as you say, the biggest company in Argentina, and we are leading the energy sector to put Argentina as a next export of $30 billion per year. That is, I would say, the goal of all our employees and myself and all the executive committee. And that is very strong, because it's not only a goal for YPF but also for the country. But specifically, we have a program what is we say that is a trademark today that we call YPF 4x4. That means to multiply by 4 the value of the company in 4 years. Okay. What happened that we make big changes in the management and also in the focus, and the price of the share price increased 400% in 14 months. So in that way we can say that we have the goal, but no, it's not enough. That we are going to go faster, more bigger, and more strong the company.
As you know that India is a development country, and India needs lots of energy. So how do you see that this kind of a tie-up will definitely help India to grow better?
Yeah, when we start looking and analyzing the LNG, we realize that in Asia there are the biggest buyers, and India has the big potential, because, as I said before, we think that India will be the engine of the world. So we realize that you can have for the next decade a necessity of LNG supply more than, I would say, is a rough number. I'm not talking about exactly, because I'm not from India, but we analyze that you can have more than 80 million tons per year of LNG necessity. So we say we focus, and we came here in last September, and we have meeting with different companies and with the energy minister, and we say that we can supply you, if we arrange in the contract, up to 10 million tons. What is roughly 12% of your necessity, and we think for you to have energy security and I would say a portfolio of suppliers, we think that they can work very well. That's why we came here in September and now for tomorrow to sign the MOU.
Lots of opportunities in terms of lithium in Argentina is there. So let's talk about that. Do you see that these opportunity will definitely help, making you better and more prosperous?
Yes, and the lithium in Argentina is a very, very important. Also, the reserve for the world and important for India for the energy transition and mobility. It's part also of the MOU, but in fact we work very fast in all these objectives that we have, and we are working with another company of India, and we are very very close. We have an MOU already done, and we have today discussing and going to Argentina with that company to take position in a very good place of the lithium to cooperate with India. So it's like it's a very good situation for both countries. We are supplying lithium and some company for you coming there, so you reduce the cost, and also we can supply the LNG. I think that is a good deal. LNG lithium for India.
We would like to talk about that incentive, regime for large investments. What do you see that the investors is getting there, and what are the benefits out of it?
The REGI law that was passed with this administration that was very important because without REGI, LNG was not possible. And also, I would say it will be more difficult business in Argentina because what happened in the last, I would say, 25 years. The REGI, what is the regime for large investing, very good for the investor because there is a reduction in income tax for 35 to 25%. Also, there is a VIT, it's like there is no VIT, and also there is amortization that is accelerated. For the other hand, it's a program or law that you can apply in the next 2 years from the was regulated the law, and there is a 3-year fiscal term that is stable, and also there is the regime cannot be changed for any other law. And that is important for the foreign investor in Argentina, and also is important for financial investors. Even though this not working properly in the asset, they have the security that you can collect your money and you can collect your money abroad. And even that today there is a exchange rate control that is going to be out in the next year. If you read the newspaper in Argentina about the minister and also the president, that they say when the economy situation is okay from them, they will take out the exchange rate control. This law allow you after the LNG, that is after the LNG is strategic in the law. After the 3rd year, you have 100% of the money you can take out. And because of the construction of LNG means that you have from the very beginning you have freedom to take out the money of Argentina. That is very important.
So any nationality can participate in this kind of investment?
No, any country is a freedom. Argentina, as our president said, that it will be the number one freedom in the world. And I read that he has a prize yesterday of that, of the freedom. No, it's for anybody. No, it's not that restricted for Argentine. No.
So tomorrow you're going to sign an agreement between oil companies.
Yes.
So can you just brief more about it? What will be the
it's a MOU, a typical MOU that they say for cooperation between YPF and the different company of India to cooperate in different subjects. We say one is selling LNG to India for lithium, and also a cooperation that, for example, we have offshore that is very, I would say that is very a good one in Argentina. That is the same that today they are funding in Africa. We will see at that moment if some company of India can compare. Why we are not going to try to invest? We cannot invest in India because we have for Vaca Muerta 10,000 location and the investment that YPF had in the program in Argentina is more than 200 billion, what is a lot of investment. So our idea and the idea of the MOU is a cooperation between YPF and different companies of India try to come to Argentina and invest with us. That is the main reason of the MOU.
So as a renewable energy company, what do you see yourself after 5 years and 10 years?
Okay, well, what we have in our program, we call it 4x4. What we have is that we are developing all the hydrocarbon asset that we have, the big one that is Vaca Muerta. That is a necessity because our country is a poor country. We have a big percentage of poverty. So we can help the industry people, all the company, we can help our country to reduce the poverty. But also we have a program for the next decade that we have a company the name is YPF Luz, that means in English YPF Light.
Okay, YPF Light.
But there we are the second largest generator of renewables in Argentina, and we are now we are building the biggest solar farm in Mendoza, in one province of Argentina. So we will be we are tying the number one, and it's our goal to grow a lot in this company, only in renewables and the other part. And with India, we are going to grow a lot.
Okay.
And so what we are doing, and also we have a research and development company, the code name is YTech.
Okay.
What we are doing with both, we are investigating and we are developing renewables and new energies and also batteries, lithium, and we prepare in our company for next decade to be ready to grow if the energy transition speeds up.
And what about that YPF also getting into some other opportunities in Argentina, as in a renewable sector only, like under renewable energy?
Yes, we have a company there with other partners, but we are open.
Okay, so Argentina and India, they are celebrating 75 years of relationship and friendship. So what is your remark on that, sir?
I think it's a country that is very, very important for us. As I said, I personally think that you are going to be the engine of the world for next decade.
Okay.
So for us and for me itself, it always was a goal to have a relationship with your companies, and we will start discussing with your ambassador in Argentina. We have a good friendship, and so we are pushing a lot, and we are very positive that we can have a partnership agreement, and we can supply you the energy and minerals that you need for your excellent economic growth that you have for next decade. And so be part of the cooperation. Why? Because we can be part of the cooperation, giving you the material that you need to grow and to increase the economy in this wonderful country.
Great, sir. So as India is forefronting in many sectors, YPF is also not only working with Indian companies, they wanted to work, and you're also looking at some other countries which you want to tie up basically.
Yes. For the Argentine LNG is a big, sizable project that we start working very hard in the last year, and it's 30 million tons. And so then we think that we can, if you are ready and you want up to 10 million tons for India, and the other 20, we are looking in Europe and other countries of Asia, Japan, and I would say Japan mainly, and different other countries that they need the gas. And also in the Argentine LNG, what is a very good news, that there is 3 phases. Phase 1 is between Argentine companies, but phase 2, what is 20, I would say, in the order of 25 million tons. Our strategic partner is Shell, what is the number 1 in the LNG in the world. Right. That we are working with them, and we try with them to build this a big, promising and important project for Argentina, and I can say for the world, because there is another supplier that you need, because in other world 4. At least now you can have different one. And also we know within there are a lot of companies that from the consulting energy side, that we can be more competitive to the program from United States to come to Asia, because our location in the world.
You have taken a charge a year back,
Yes.
So before that and after you're taking charge, what are the significant changes you have seen and you're incorporated in your company?
I think it's a big one, because imagine that if you see an incremental 400%, I don't know how you bought shares of YPF. You lose. You lose a lot of money. Okay, but I'm ashamed from you. But that is not okay. Why we think that we have so important change? For interview that is 5 minutes, I say 4 reasons. We can talk hours, but I would say 4 reasons.
Okay.
First one is an excellent program, economical program from our government, that if you are familiar, they reduce the inflation. It's amazing, from 25% per month to almost 2% per month in less than 1 year. The country is from 2,500 to in the order of 600. And so that helps a lot, because Argentina is also, there is a cultural change in Argentina of what you see in the younger guys, that they want a freedom country, a different country, doing the thing correctly. The second thing is, I would say, unbeatable. I think in English, I think it's okay, that we have an excellent program, as I explained, that is where Argentina can go in the energy. One plan 4x4, that is the best program that you can have for any company in Argentina.
Very nice, amazing.
And so everybody is pushing and is following YPF. The third one, I think it's a big change in management that we have. No, I would say by myself. It's all the people that we are working. That it was something that was needed.
Very nice.
So what I would say, I don't know, I don't like to say that, but maybe I was the person or the leader that they need the company at that moment to push something that everybody want to do.
Right.
And the fourth point, I think, is the communication. I think the communication that we are doing in YPF, trying to explain what we are doing, what is our passion, because we have passion. And what we want to go, what is the goal for the Argentina, I think that is very important also. That I think are the 4 things why we're in a good path, I say.
Great, sir. So as YPF, they are doing amazingly well in coming years also. I see that the growth in 4 years will be 4 into 4. Okay. So if you will be like, what is the strength of your particular company, and you would like to increase your strength also in terms of number of people, basically, when it comes to growing your company?
What we did is the following. Well, that is very important. We see where we lose money. We make very low money compared with other parts, and we focus where we make more money.
Okay.
So it's like we pass that company to the real, real place that you have to play when you are the size of YPF. We are not discussing small things. That small thing is for other companies. So we have a big selling of conventional fuel that was not very important for YPF because of the size, and we were losing money. So we take out that and we sell and we make a new ecosystem in Argentina for a small company that they were going to make money and they will be excellent.
Okay.
I started working
On that.
when I was young in the same mature field that we are selling from YPF.
Right.
We focus in Vaca Muerta and we are making a lot of technology. We are focused also because YPF is an integrated company. We are focused also in the downstream to increase our profitability because there we think that after 25 years, what will happen? It doesn't matter. I don't like to go to the history. I would like to go to the future.
Right.
Future, we have to put our refinery that is big enough, as is one of the best in Latin America, to be in the place that they used to be. It has to be. And so all that stuff, it changed a lot. We are putting a lot of technology. We are doing real-time intelligence center. Not only today, we are doing that in upstream, that the engineers are not on the walls, and they make changes second by second. We manage 35 million data per day per well. And we have 14 rigs. So imagine what is that.
Amazing.
It's
Wonderful.
like we call the NASA of petroleum. Some journalists say that it's the NASA of the petroleum. And we are doing now, we start doing the same in refinery. That is a big change of working.
As far as investors are concerned, sir, so do you have a one-window relationship where an investor can talk to your team, talking about your company, and they can get some information which they are looking at? For example, a foreign investor, how do they contact you and how do they look upon to invest in your company? Any institutional investor or kind of a retail investor?
Yes. As I didn't explain in detail, but YPF is a private company that is listed in New York Stock Exchange, also in Buenos Aires, and the other 51% behave for the government.
Yes.
That's why the government appoint me.
Right.
But the other 49% is from private sector.
Okay.
So what we are doing always is we go to New York and talk with a lot of investors. The investors are really very happy with our program, and they realize the focus that we have in profitability. And we will try to increase the investor for other part of the world. So in April, I think we are going to come to Middle East, to Dubai. And if we have a cooperation, I think YPF will be also very well known from your country, and we can come here and to discuss with investors. So we will be very happy and welcome if you can be part of our company.
Okay, so do you have any particular one-to-one session with the investors in India?
Not today. Not today.
Not
because today we are only for 20.
Or any roadshow which is coming up in March, April about the investors.
We have to think about, and maybe I can, after that interview, have our contact, and we can talk together. If we can make something here in India, we will be welcome to come here.
Mr. Marín, just we wanted to sum up this interview. So, any closing remarks which you have, which you want to show, which you want to talk to our, people in India and.
My final remark is that we have tell to all the India companies and for the India people that we have a very competitive, sizable, and very important LNG program, and we will be very happy, and we are positive that we can help in the growth of India by supplying you energy. That is my final remark.
So thank you very much, Mr. Marín.
Thank you very much for the interview.
It's amazing and wonderful talking to you.
Okay.
We welcome you with open hands in India, and Tycoon Global will definitely welcomes you.
Okay.
And so we have today Mr. Marín. He is CEO and chairman of YPF. So it's really amazing. Had an interview with him, and we're looking forward to have some more interviews with him. So thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
No, thank you very much. It was a pleasure. Okay.